Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is Rekarof with First Time Gamer. So today I'm actually going to be playing Sanctum 2. I never played Sanctum 1, so I'm not actually sure if it's exactly the same or the comparison between the two games. So please forgive me if you actually played Sanctum 1. But anyway, from what I understood when I played this game, because yes, I'm actually just doing the narration of the game, so don't hate me for that, but I just thought I could immerse myself in the game and not actually worry about trying to play and talk all at the same time. So with that being said, the game I really like. I don't know, this is just a demo. It's kind of like a, if you played any tower defense games, it's a lot like that. Tower defense mixed with first-person shooters, you can tell here. But once you actually get into like the levels and everything, I don't even know how to explain it. It's definitely fun. It's something that I thoroughly enjoy, and I actually would like to make more videos of this if the community would like to see more. But later on I'll get into a little bit more about how the game actually works and functions. But for now, enjoy the show. Alright, so this part here is kind of more of like, I don't know, like a tutorial. I kind of had no idea what I was doing at this point. I was just kind of guessing. But as you kill monsters and the waves of enemies, like I said, if you have played any tower defense games, you kind of pick up new turrets, different types of turrets, and walls. Pretty much the cylinder spot actually at the bottom of that is actually a wall. And then you, like I said, you can build turrets on top of them. At this current point, like I said, I really had no idea what I was doing. I didn't know how to actually set down the turrets or the walls to make it work. So I was just kind of relying on my first-person shooter abilities, which is little to none. But like I said, I go through the entire demo, which is a decent amount. I mean, I think it gives you like 2 or 3 stages or something. So. Nice. I don't know, definitely fun, definitely something different, and hopefully, you guys like what you see and decide to buy the game. You can actually buy it on Steam. I could be wrong, but I think it's $9.99. But I'll double check that for you as well. So, I think at this point, actually figured out what I was doing as far as laying the turrets, laying the walls. Now, my strategy for any of these games is kind of, I think like everyone else's, but it's kind of like a, I send them on the longest path I possibly can. So, it has like the, weevil in and out pretty much. So, circle left, right, like hairpin turns and any other, like in like a racing game or whatnot. So, here I at one point actually I messed up because I realized that some of the walls are stupid that I already placed down. But I'll get into that later as well, as far as what to do to correct your mistakes. See, like that wall there made no sense whatsoever. It's in a corner that they wouldn't have went anyway. Why I put it there, I have no idea. But like I said, this is the first time ever playing. But yeah, I should have actually checked out maybe Sanctum the first one, the first edition of this game. I have nothing to compare it to, but most tower defense games, you know, obviously it's like a, I don't know, like a 2D version up above, or maybe slightly angled so it's a little bit 3D, but it's, you get different types of towers and you place them down to kill waves of enemies. But where this game differs, which I thoroughly enjoy because it's more active for you as well, so it's not just like, you know, throw down some towers and hopefully your towers kill the wave kind of thing, but you don't have to, in this game, solely rely on the towers to defeat the enemies. And so it makes it unique in that aspect. Towers mixed with first-person shooter. But coming up like soon, I think, actually, I realized my mistake in planning this, even though it's just a tutorial. So, but you can actually, walls that you already put down, or walls that were already in game when you started, you can actually deconstruct and reuse them. So that makes the game kind of awesome also, because you can, you know, you're like, oh crap, I made a mistake, or crap, I shouldn't have put that there, or hey, I just figured out a new way to route them around this obstacle or something. Gives me more time to kill them or whatever. So yeah, it definitely is a fun game, interesting enough to keep you on your feet, I guess. So with that being said, hopefully the next wave comes and it's not too boring to watch. But yeah. So anyway, first person shooter, and eventually, like, you do get, like, you can choose a few different characters to play as, and your character, now, like I said, I didn't play much of the game, so I don't really know, but, like, the character, like, you actually level up, not the character you're playing, but the player, so to speak, or your account, or whatever levels up. So we just won that, like, little tutorial thing, and right there, that's the girl, there, and so yeah, just leveled up to level 2. Now, I can't be sure exactly what that means, but I'm sure, like, you get some type of perks, but then that's just stats there on the right, you know, various, you know, kills and how many turret kills and that sort of thing. And so those are kind of fun to read, but you get to get a guy as well. Now I know they also start with different weapons. She shoots out with kind of like an assault rifle, which you just get the, you know, rapid fire kind of thing. And everyone, as far as I know, because I only play with her and the guy, which you'll see here in a few minutes, but those are all the different characters. You might be able to unlock more or get more. I'm not sure at this current time. But when I actually played, like I said, I got to play as, like, I think the guy and the girl. Yeah. See, I think I'm gonna play this guy now. Now he starts out with a shotgun, and the second one is the same one that she had, which is just kind of a thing. Now this is prepping for the upcoming battle. So I'm, like I said, later on in the game, obviously you unlock different turrets and things like that. So you get to choose which turrets you take into the fight with you, as well as his weapons. So it's nice. Now that big sphere there coming up, that's actually what you're trying to protect in this map. So here I'm just kind of scoping things out and trying to figure out, like, where things go, where they come out of, and just possible defensive standpoints so I can hold them all for as long as possible. Now, once again, like I said, like, my strategy is normally let them come out wherever they're going to come out. Obviously, yeah, block off that path, make them go all the way around the wall. This way you can funnel them into just a one row. It allows you, especially like with his abilities and things like that, he has a shotgun. So when they get into a confined area or like a little corridor, you can just stand at the end of the hallway and shoot them. So it's kind of nice, it's kind of fun. Now each weapon also has, what you'll see towards the end of this fight actually, but has a alternative fire, alt fire. So obviously, you know, like you have to reload your weapons and things like that, but like his shotgun, you know, I think it's like 6 shots, and his alt fire is kind of like a, I don't know, like almost like he shoots like a slug or something out of a shotgun, but it takes up 2 shots at once. So yes, it's more powerful, but it takes up more ammo. So, oh crap, forgot about that. Anyway, but so hopefully these, I don't know, upcoming tutorials or upcoming videos, some of them won't be tutorials, some of them will be actual, just actual gameplay. But when I do these demos, I plan on it being more of a tutorial such. And no, they won't all be voiceovers like this. This is just kind of testing things out, but I wanted to see how things worked and get things moving. This is actually a lot more time consuming. I don't like it, but because you know, you have to play and then you have to record, so it's, you know, your voiceover and things like that. So it's, I don't think I'm gonna do this anymore. I think I got one other game that I did this with, but yeah, I'm not gonna do it anymore. It's kind of wasting time. Oh, with that being said, I think the next wave is coming, so I try to block off as much as possible. Now they go down that ramp to the left there, but I thought for whatever reason I could funnel them to the right, so I was trying to do that, but then I realized that they don't even go that direction. So eventually later on, I actually tear down those walls and make room for other things. But for now, I don't know, like I said, I got them weaving back and forth, just trying to slow them down a little bit. Putting some weapons right up front there to help thin out the herd of the wave, so that if they get by, I can just take down the rest with like my shotgun. So obviously, like if it goes blue, like the wireframe, once you actually start, that means you can put down the wall there, or put down the turret there. If it's red, you can't. As the turret's taking them down there. And I didn't pay attention to that when I first played, but turrets are, it seems like they have decent range to them. Can't really tell. Now at one point here, I was pretty scared, and not scared like, yeah, like terrified or anything like that, but you know, scared that I was actually gonna lose because I had no idea really what I was doing. This is actually at the point that no, I'm sorry, I think it's like the next wave, but I realized that I was actually supposed to be protecting that sphere thing over there. I actually did not know. So at one point, like, someone got by me, I was like, oh man, because most tower defense games, like, if they reach your base or whatever, you know, you lose like 1 life and you start out with like 10 or something. But this one, they actually are trying to destroy it. So like, if they get by you and they're sitting over there by the sphere, they just beat the crap out of it. And just lower the damage. Like, you start like 100, so, or maybe not 100, but you know, whatever, a percentage of life, and it slowly goes down as they're attacking it. But I didn't know that. So at one point they actually do get by, and or just like one or something gets by, and I was like, oh man, it reached a checkpoint, you know, that sucks. So I just kind of forget about it and walk away. And then I realized that it was over there attacking it, and I eventually took it out. I'm pretty sure it's coming up. I think it's like the next wave, or this wave. Not actually sure, but like I said, I'll point it out to you once it happens. See, like that little guy got by me. Yeah, right there. See, he's attacking. I was like, crap. Oh well, he made it to the checkpoint. And then, but that little sphere thing on the screen to the left there is actually telling me that it's being attacked. See, I still didn't realize it. Mike, what in the world's going on? Okay, wave's done. Okay, so it's beeping at me. I'm like, what the heck? That's when I realized that he's just sitting there attacking you.
Clear for now.
So don't let that happen. If you decide to get this game, like you said, it's interesting enough. But you know, I really like it. I think I'm actually gonna get the game and actually do maybe a more in-depth tutorial as far as like what it means when you level up and what you can get and what towers you can get and what weapons you can get and so forth and so on. But right here I'm just kind of mapping out what else I would like to do on this area down here, as far as, you know, making them zigzag back and forth. And doing so also actually, like, you know, that means they have to go around the weapon more than once, so it kind of helps your towers or yeah, your turrets or whatever get the most use. So it's not like you're wasting, you know, putting them down in any one specific area. So I think coming up here I decided to actually, but coming up I actually deconstruct that one wall that I was talking about earlier in the video. And yeah, so I think I'm not, no, this isn't the boss, but this is the, I don't know, like, I guess like a mid-boss kind of thing. And oh yeah, this is when I started using this weapon. It's really freaking powerful, but like I said, it's kind of like, yeah, if you have them coming down a straight corridor like I have there, it's really nice because like it shoots just in a straight line. It's only one bullet, but it's really hard to miss if they're coming straight at you. So with this weapon, it's really nice to have. Now these monsters will try to kill you as well. You have a life pool, so does the thing you're trying to protect. So I'm not sure if they can destroy walls or turrets or not. But if they can, I didn't see it happen. So, as something else, like if I actually bought the game, I could tell you more in depth about. But for now, sorry to say, this is just like a demo. Only got like 3 stages just to try things out. So, planning some more. So right here I try to figure out like which direction I could send them, and could I loop them back one more time, so I can make a wall right in front of the thing you're actually trying to protect. I'm gonna call it the sphere or something. I actually don't know what it's called. I'm sure it has a name, but like I said, I was more worried about not dying and not losing the fight. So here I realized, if I deconstruct that wall, they actually don't go that direction anyway. So it gives me like a little bit more, a few more walls to put up to where I can actually protect the sphere. Now, one thing to note as well that I didn't mention at the earlier in the video, which I maybe should have, but if you actually look at the mini map, I guess at the top left, it actually gives like a little dotted trail line. And that actually tells you in what path the spawns, whatever the waves are gonna take. So, you know, I deconstructed that wall. Obviously, they didn't go left. They didn't do anything of the sort. So, I didn't have to worry about them actually you know, going that way, so I can deconstruct that wall and be fine. So I don't think I deconstruct anything else. Now, I think, yeah, like walking up to a tower, yeah, it gives you info on it, but I also think it can be upgraded. I'm sure it can be. I don't think I did it all though, because like I said, it's a demo. I didn't have that option, or didn't have the resources to do so. But this is coming up on the last like couple waves. These monsters at one point, they, I don't know, give you like 3 or 4 of them or something to fight. I don't even remember. But yeah, like right there, I just missed with that weapon. But they're pretty tough. They have quite a bit of health. Now that's the alt right there. Yeah, right there. I think it hit him for like 4,000. Every once in a while, if you see it red, it's a crit, which is coming up, I believe. Which is nice. See, there you go, like 4,750, 5,182. It's a lot of health taken off. So this weapon is phenomenal. Over 7,000, but this weapon is phenomenal for, you know, single target damage, I guess, and like that. It's a very interesting game. So my goal was, like I said, this long corridor, I just back up and blast away, especially with that weapon, and the alt fire with it. Right there, that's the alt fire. Eventually, that's pretty much what I ended up using pretty much the whole time when fighting those. So it's, oh, it's nice. I like it. So here I am, just circling them around, should they ever get this far, to make them go a little bit further. Now, some people are like, oh, spread out your weapons just in case, and blah 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 blah. I do try to spread things out just in case if they get by me normally in tower defense games. But I don't know. Anyway, but they but I figured, since this is not your typical tower defense game, it's nice to kind of put a bunch of weapons near each other, so they can burst down just one enemy at a time. But like I said, here's the final wave. But they are not game thing. Most tower defense games, it's, you know, you rely on your towers. That's all you have. But here you actually can rely on yourself too, and you actually get to fight. Now, this game does have, you know, just like your first-person shooter, I don't know, aspect of it. Like, obviously it's in first-person shooter mode. You do have a gun, but you can still jump, you can still sprint. So overall, it's a very healthy mix, I think, of both tower defense and first-person shooter. I would like to experience more of the game so I could give you guys more information, but sorry. At this time, I really don't have that information. It makes it difficult. So, with that being said, hopefully you guys enjoyed the game. Got to see a little bit about it and learn somewhat about it, so that you could possibly go buy it off of Steam. Now, my channel, this is a new channel. Also, I have another one, but this one's gonna be more, I guess, of a solo type play. My other one is with my brother, but please, both channels, or just this one, doesn't really matter, but this is going to be probably my primary from now on. But please subscribe, like the video, and come back and join us.